"Push, Wade! Push harder!" Head football coach Andy Zuelke yelled at his star defensive end. The football team had the last hour of classes scheduled as physical education at Denham Springs High School. For them, that meant lifting weights in the spring semester to bulk up for the upcoming fall season. The kids rotated through a number of stations: bench press, squats, curls, leg press, clean and jerk, deadlift. In the hot gym on the upper deck, sweat poured out of their bodies. Coach Zuelke was convinced this off-season conditioning was the key to success on the field. "Come on, Wade, one more time!" He urged the player to press 350 pounds one more time. The 6-foot 2-inch athlete weighed 240 pounds. Very little of his frame was fat. All that muscle gave him an advantage over the offensive tackles that outweighed him by almost 100 pounds. Calling on his mental discipline, the kid exhaled the air from his lungs and completed the 4th rep with the huge plates on each end of the bar. The 2 spotters helped him place the bar onto the rack. "Heck of a job, son." Zuelke was as proud of his defensive end as he was of his own son. But Wade Netterville wasn't looking at his coach. His focus was on the smoke rising up the steps. Then more smoke boiled up on the other end of the stairs. All hell broke loose. Zuelke heard 2 pops. The whole upper deck of the gym filled with gray smoke. No one could see more than a foot. Chaos ensued. Kids screamed. "Calm down, you guys," Zuelke yelled. "Drop to the floor and crawl to the rails." The upper deck sat 12 feet above the gymnasium floor. Most kids were athletic enough to drop down without injury. Zuelke held the hands of others to shorten the distance. The whole gym filled with smoke. Kids ran for the open doors. They collapsed on the grass at one end and on the street at the other. Smoke continued to boil from the building. Fire trucks and Livingston Parish deputies rolled to the scene. Hoses unfurled, then were aimed at the openings of the doors on both ends of the gymnasium. They flooded the gym. The smoke dissipated, the hoses shut down. The chief fireman edged into the darkness. Some smoke still lingered high up, obscuring the deck where all the weights rested. The chief sighed and walked outside. "It's a prank. Smoke bombs, no fire." The fireman groaned. The deputies did as well, but for a different reason. Setting off the smoke bombs at a public facility was a crime. Their job had just started. "Are the kids all accounted for?" Deputy Van Daniels asked his partner. "Who the hell knows?" Jimmy Dale Robertson replied. "It's not like they have a sign-up sheet for weightlifting. The kids come and go when they complete the rotations." "Where's Coach Zuelke? Maybe he can remember how many boys were left when the idiots set off the smokers." "I haven't seen him, Van. He might be on the other side of the gym. A lot of the kids went that way." Both deputies walked around the gym instead of through it. They found hundreds of students lolling between the classrooms and the gymnasium. A few were players, still dressed in gym shorts and tees. The others were drawn out of their studies by the commotion. Van Daniels turned toward the kids. "Have any of you seen Coach Zuelke? We need to talk to him." A few shakes of the heads, a few soft no's. None had seen the fiery coach. "You don't think—" Jimmy Dale nodded at the gym. "No way," Van said. "It was just smoke. Nobody got hurt. It was just a bad prank." "We've got to check," Jimmy Dale said. "If we don't, the chief will tear us a new one when we get back." "All right, but I'm telling you, it's a waste of time." The 2 men went inside the building. Only a film of haze hung right at the ceiling. They saw no one on the gymnasium floor. "You want the office and the dressing rooms or the weight deck?" Van asked. "I'll take the downstairs. You take the deck." Van walked up the stairs. As soon as he reached the top, the deputy saw Andy Zuelke. The coach lay on the weightlifting bench. The 350-pound bar had crushed his neck.